Now it's time for the Coach Penny Hardaway Show, presented by Cook's Pest Control. The show is supported by your local Toyota dealer. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Subway, make it what you want. And AutoZone. For parts to helpful advice, AutoZone has everything you need to get in the zone. AutoZone.
Welcome in. So nice to have you join us on this Monday evening. This was a hard week for the U of M. Tough starts on the road. You took a couple of tough shots yourself, and so this has been a little bit different. Let's start with these games at Tulsa and, of course, this game at USF, where the Tigers just can't seem to get it going early.
Well, I mean, it's just it amazes me going on the road how the guys aren't ready to start the game at jump ball. We talk about it, we're well prepared, we go into the games, and we don't have the energy in the beginning, and we've gotten behind. At Tulsa, they did a great job of playing that matchup zone, so it gave us problems. Don't know what the excuse was at USF. We understood what was going on. They played man-to-man, which was what we love, people playing against us, and still didn't come take the challenge. I know you've changed starting lineups. I know you guys are making the right adjustments because second halves you win, so it's not X's and O's. Where is this, I guess, psychological thing with your ball club? It has to be individually, mentally with these kids before the game starts, because they're obviously not putting themselves in the moment to be ready to go out and compete, because every road game, every jump ball, that road game, we're down 15 before the ball jumps off on the road, and that amazes me. You'd think the next game after doing that you'd kick in, it wouldn't be an energy thing, and it usually is. Mental focus, is that what it is? Mental focus. It has to be, because we're well prepared. The coaches do a great job. We all do a great job of having them prepared on what the team is going to do, what each individual's tendencies are, and they basically have the answers before we go into the game. And they just don't go out with the energy to get it done. I hope they get this for sure. We at least have a couple of home games this week. Also, I know as a player you developed some thick skin, and apparently you're going to need it, because you've said a couple of things. It started with the Rick Barnes thing, and then you just basically said we can compete with anybody. And then this week, Reese Davis, who's sort of tempered his remarks, but he came on strong. Does this sort of stuff bother you? It bothers me a little bit, but I'm always going to protect my players, protect my hometown, and protect the school. You know, and everything that I'm saying is protecting us. We have a pro staff. We understand that that's not a good thing to college coaches, because we're going to take a lot of the kids because the kids want to go to the NBA, and that breeds jealousy. And what's odd to me is that all of these commentators are making comments on it, and they know it's the truth. So to me, I'm going to keep fighting for my school, for my team, for the city. And if that causes guys to comment on it nationally, then that's their problem. That's something that they have to deal with. So be it comes with the territory. It does. All right. Here's what's coming up on the Penny Hardaway TV show. We've got highlights first from Tulsa and then from down in Tampa. Inside Access, Tyler Harris on the adjustment from high school to college, and then thank goodness at home, and it's good though, Cincinnati and a hot UConn team. That was what will lie ahead. But we'll start in Tulsa in just 1 minute.
You're watching the Coach Penny Hardaway Show.
On the road again, this time in Tampa, where the Tigers have had a good bit of luck in that building, 11-5 in the Nardini Wing Center. We got a good crowd on hand too, a bunch of Memphis folks, and I know you gave them a tip of the hand right there, and then this thing got off to a crazy start. Yeah, we're definitely appreciative of the fans that are traveling on the road with us. It means a lot to us to have that blue, that sea of blue behind our bench and cheering us on. Come out again and just don't have it in the beginning. Get down 25-1 in the first half. I mean, we knew that 13 was a shooter, that he was going to get going. We knew that number 3 was the head of their team, and we came out in 0 as well. Got down 17-0 at one point. It was just crazy. No defense, guys out of position. I mean, we're taught to play better than this. We're not showing up when the game happens on the road. So it was 19-0. They're actually going to build a 27-1 lead. It took almost 10 minutes before a field goal, and that will come from Kevin Davenport right there. Yeah, like I said, we've had our road woes. We can't get it going on the road, and other teams play well at home. So, I mean, it just comes down to individual talent. It comes down where you have to throw the playbook out and just say, hey, man, we just got to put our heads down
get to the foul line, stop this run, and make things work in our favor. And we didn't do that until later in the game.
I know you said in all the games you've ever played, you never been behind 27-1.
No, because I felt like I had something to do with that if we were down 27-1. Maybe we have someone else down 27-1, but you have to get guys on your team that are just going to be relentless and come out playing desperate. Don't see enough desperation in our team on the road.
This is the bad start, but then at halftime, and I know you didn't single him out, you just said you guys had a fight. You made the necessary X's and O's adjustment, and you come out like crazy, and then Jeremiah Martin has something I've never seen, 41 points in one half.
Yeah, at halftime, we just had a gut check, really. You know, just say, hey, guys, come on, man, we're better than this. Don't understand how we dig ourselves these holes. Let's go out and fight. We feel like we can get back into the game, and Jeremiah came out the second half and was amazing. Definitely proud of that performance from him in the second half.
You had a point where you were trailing by 27, 45-18 here in the second half. Then you outscore USF 60-39 in the final 17 minutes. You go from 13 points in one half to 65 in the other. That's an incredible swing.
Incredible swing, but it shows you what we're capable of and what we can do. If we can get these guys' heads right, we can accomplish more games like that where we can have two halves with 65. We have that potential, and we just got to put it together. It's just starting for us too late.
As you watch Martin go to work here, he's 13 of 17 in the second half. 41 obviously is a career high. 7 3-pointers, a career high. He also had 6 steals in this game, a career high. And now he is at number 17 on the all-time list with 1,275. He's number 21. You are number 17. He's trying to catch you.
Hey, well, he's doing a great job. You know, he's going to catch me if he continues to play like this. It's just, you know, he needed some help. Just couldn't get anybody else to come to play in this game. And Jeremiah, like I said, I hope he continues to play that way. We don't expect 40 points from him every night. We expect the rest of the cavalry to come along with him and help him out. And, you know, we just hope that he continues to play the way that he's playing.
Here you had closed it to 9, and you're not quitting here. You're still fighting till the very, very end in this game. Harris had gotten hot a little bit, and there's Martin, and here we go. Look at this, 74-65.
We got back into the game and had an opportunity to actually win it. We just needed a couple stops and someone else to make a bucket. You know, it's disheartening to me as a coach to be having these moral victories, these horrible first halves, and coming back in the second half and fighting, and people go away to fight. You know, I really believe that we can do better than this, and we're going to do better than this on the road.
Time for the Cooks Pest Control Player of the Week, and we could do this absolutely every week. It's got to be Jeremiah Martin, who, by the way, was named to the American Athletic Conference Honor Roll again this week, but he had 14 at Tulsa, the 41 here. He just, when he makes up his mind, seems like he can get by anybody.
I think Jeremiah really wants to try to be that team player. Now that we put him back at the point guard spot, he wants to get everyone involved. Some games you have to be selfish. You know, he got knocked for that a lot last year, saying that he took every shot and he was the only one on the team that could shoot the ball. So I think he's more conscious of that. But with us, certain games, especially on the road, you got to come out firing. And you got to let the team know, hey, I need you guys to back me. I'm going to come out and show you what we're going to do from the beginning. And you guys just ride along with me.
He only took 3 shots in the first half, 17, and made 13 of them in the second half. And he is the Cooks Pest Control Player of the Week. And that, my friends, was some kind of special performance. Back in a minute, time for a little inside access. You'll meet Tyler Harris up close and personal.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield IMG College. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Learfield IMG College.
You're watching the Coach Penny Hardaway Show.
Tyler Harris is the #1 3-point shooter on the University of Memphis basketball team, but he himself will tell you it's not always easy to go from high school to college.
This year for me, I have kind of been playing like inconsistent. Some games I get off, some games I go in a slump. I feel like my play hasn't been the same like every game, like every other game is different for me. So yeah, I feel like this year for me is kind of been like inconsistent. One thing a bit different that I thought is just winning games. Like it's kind of tough to get out there and you go out there and play a team and you can beat them. Like you have to really prepare for a team. You have to get ready 2 or 3 days in advance to just be ready for a team. It's just a lot of things. The coaching staff has been helping me change my game to a more all-around dimension. Coach Penny always talks about the defensive side. Coach Mitchell, he talks about defensive side and getting my feet set, and those guys have helped me a lot. I just got in, watched a lot of film, see myself, see where I messed up at, see where I did good in some areas at. So those guys have helped my development a whole bunch. I'm finding out that winning a college basketball game, it just takes way more. Everything has to be on point. Your defense, the rotations, the help, and getting a win on the road is one of the toughest things to do, no matter the competition that you're playing. Any team is capable of beating you at their house. So it has motivated me a lot, and I'm sure the team is motivated. We're just trying to keep winning games.
Tyler is a guy who's very honest with his self-appraisal. What would you like to see more from him?
Well, Tyler's actually learning a lot. The things that we want to see more is, him play the point guard more, because he has to learn how to play that, especially if he wants to go to the next level. And then defensively, understand what we're doing on a nightly basis. The biggest thing is he's becoming a student of the game, and I'm very proud of him for that, because he wants to be good, and we're here to help him do that.
The AutoZone road ahead is Home Sweet Home, and it's next on the Penny Hardaway TV show.
You're watching the Coach Penny Hardaway Show.
The AutoZone road ahead is in the friendly confines of FedEx Forum. Thank goodness. The Toughies. We got to start with Cincinnati, and all they've done is won 7 straight and 10 of their last 11.
Well, they have a system. Mick Cronin has been there, I think, like 13 years, and he has a system in place, and those guys play in that system really well on both ends of the floor. And they've always been a thorn in our sides over the years, and they're playing good basketball right now.
That's Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and that rivalry goes back to you and a bunch of Elite Eight games, and oh my goodness, I know there's a nice pent-up deal there.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's one of the teams that we just disliked a lot when I was in school, because they were so good and they were so tough, and every time we face these guys, we know it's going to be a battle, and we got to be ready for it on Thursday.
And then on Sunday, early in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, UConn's in town. They got a new coach in Danny Hurley. They've won 3 of their last 4. Those 3 wins coming at home, and they got a big man on that team that's pretty good.
Yeah, they've been playing up and down. Like I say, after they lost to Tulsa, they came back and righted their ship. They have a new coach in Danny Hurley. He's doing the same thing that we're doing. We're kind of meshing 2 teams together of recruits from this year and guys from last year. And like I said, their big man is really good, but their guards are really good as well.
Your main message to your team this week at home, what will it be?
Protect home court. We've been doing well on that all year. Don't let the games that are happening on the road linger into our home court. We got to protect home court.
And I suspect get off to a fast start. Thank you, Coach. We'll see you on Thursday and on Sunday at FedEx Forum, then right back here next Monday night. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks for watching the Coach Penny Hardaway Show, presented by Cook's Pest Control. The show is supported by your local Toyota dealer. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Subway, make it what you want. And AutoZone. From parts to helpful advice, AutoZone has everything you need to get in the zone. AutoZone.
This has been a presentation of Learfield IMG College.